Hi everybody, my name is Lily Miedema and I'm going to be talking about the Betsy Ross flag today. The Betsy Ross flag was made in 1777 and was the early reconstructed version of the flag for the United States. It had alternating red and white stripes along with 13 stars on a blue canton. A canton means to divide into small parts or districts to mark off or separate as a district, portion, or division. We aren't told why the canton is used for this flag, but I believe it's to show that the British don't have control of America anymore and that America is its own country now. The reason this flag is called the Betsy Ross flag is due to a once widely believed story that Betsy Ross, a former upholsterer and flag maker, made a flag of this kind. This tale was that Betsy Ross, a former upholsterer and flag maker, who also made uniforms, tents, and flags for Continental forces, was approached by a few founding fathers and was asked to make a flag of this kind. However, according to American scholars and vexillologists today, it is very unlikely that that happened and that Betsy Ross was the maker of the Betsy Ross flag. Really, the only proof that we have of Betsy Ross being a part of this flag is changing the 6-pointed stars to 5-pointed stars, although we also don't know why she did that. During the American Revolution, Betsy became a very important figure in the women's contribution, but we don't know why she was ever associated with this flag in the first place. Betsy's grandson, William J. Canby, gave the Historical Society of Pennsylvania a paper written by her, and because of this paper, he claimed that she made this flag for the United States. However, according to the National Museum of American History, it's believed that the Betsy Ross story was made up at the 1876 Centennial Exposition celebration. So really, we don't know how the Betsy Ross story came into play. A bunch of different sources tell us a bunch of different ways, and we really don't know of any real way this story began. Back to William Canby's story. According to him, he was told by his Aunt Clarissa Sidney Wilson in 1857, 20 years after Betsy died, that the original flag was made in June 1776 when a small committee, which included George Washington, Robert Morris, and Betsy's relative George Ross, all came to her to ask if she could make the flag. She accepted this request and then continued to change the 6-pointed stars to 5-pointed stars. The whole reason why William even made this story was based off of when George Washington came to Philadelphia in the spring of 1776. So it's very likely that Betsy Ross was one of the makers of the flag, but she was not the maker of the flag. And to prove that point further, biographer Marla Miller states that even if what William said was true, Betsy was one of several flag makers in Philadelphia at the time, and it's very possible that Betsy was one of the many flag makers, but she wasn't the flag maker. The only thing that she changed about the flag was the 5-pointed stars. There were also a few books based off of the Betsy Ross flag, and almost all of them say a different story. Most of them state that they did talk to Betsy's family while writing these, but it doesn't seem like they actually were. Each book had its own little version of the story, and none of them matched. So in conclusion, it's very likely that Betsy Ross was one of the people to make the Betsy Ross flag, but she wasn't the only person to make it. I hope this was helpful to y'all and that you have a good day. Thanks. Bye.